What's up, and welcome back to another episode of The Usual Suspects. I am your girl, Shar Johnson, with the God, my husband, brother Hiram, my king. Hey, babe, what's up?
What's up, gorgeous? Hey, you look beautiful, man. As always, I am lucky to have you. You did your thing on Pappy's Day. I'm going to say it again. You did your thing on Pappy's Day, and I ain't even your pappy.
I told you was my daddy.
Hey, listen, man. If you like what we're doing here at The Usual Suspects, please like the video, share the video, and let somebody know what's happening in this particular neck of the woods as we bring to you the national news from an Akron, a black one perspective, okay? So my God, Shar Johnson, what are we talking about?
Let's start off with Boosie Badass.
Okay.
He was granted a $50,000 bond in a federal gun case. Boosie Badass should be headed home shortly. The judge set his bond at $50,000 in the federal gun case that got him nabbed by ATF agents in San Diego. According to Boosie's lawyers, the bond was set Tuesday at a hearing, and if it goes according to the plans for posting the bond, he should be released on Wednesday. We're told that the prosecutors wanted to keep Boosie in custody until trial, but the judge ended up denying the request and setting the bond amount. TMZ Hip Hop broke the story. The feds popped Boosie last week after they say the firearm found in his vehicle back in May matched the one seen in his waistband on Instagram Live. Boosie had been in San Diego filming a music video at the time, but as a convicted felon, he's not supposed to have firearms, and that's the charge he's facing.
Listen, man, Boosie Badass is one badass. Okay. Now, this brother is a likable dude. Right?
Yeah,
you put me on the Boosie's badass, okay?
Yeah.
You know, and at first he wasn't my cup, he wasn't my flavor, you know. I'm talking about the music per se. But then when you see the personality, you see his style, his bravado, it's infectious to a degree, right?
Right.
And then you're like, this dude is real. Is this dude real?
Yeah.
Is this dude, he's one of the real ones, right? Okay, big ups to Boosie Badass. Big ups to you, black man. Also, he did a stitch in jail.
Yeah.
You know, so, which is why he can't carry a gun.
Right.
Okay. Now, my question is, you a superstar. Okay. I mean, when I say superstar, that means your personality transcends the boundaries of your niche, your musical niche. People see you as a character. This man should be on reality TV again, because he had a reality show with his kids and stuff like that. And he should be able to on that again. That's what he looks like, right?
Right.
Always on the first floor. I mean, the seats at the basketball games, stuff like that. So he's a top celebrity. My thing is, why the hell you don't think he got a gun? He got to protect himself. He's not a basketball player, no pun intended, okay? He's a real rapper.
But during the time and what he did the time for, being caught up in, you know, what he was caught up for, and if you're not familiar, just go and do it because, you know, I'm not going to be hating or try to put it like he know better, this and that, whatever. But because of what he was in jail for and was able to get out, you know, that's the stipulations.
Right.
He cannot be.
Because it's associated with some gunplay in the first place.
Right. So, but my thing is, okay, this happened back in May.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, this is in June, right? So he's in San Francisco. He's recording a rap video or a music video. So I want to know why the San Diego ATF got him. You know, I wonder where was he at when he did the Instagram Live? Was he in San Diego when he did it, or was he in Atlanta at his home? No, but what I'm saying is, you want to talk about for a gun that you seen him on Instagram Live. I mean, everybody know, well, not everybody know, but he gets on Instagram, you know, he got his house in Atlanta. So why didn't they get him immediately after?
They get him when they want to get him. First off, Jesus Christ, man. If it's against the law for you to have a gun, I'm not saying black man. I'm not saying don't protect you and yours. You know, we have the right to bear arms. I don't give a damn what nobody say. That they cannot legitimately take your rights to protect you and your family. Sometimes you gotta bend the rule, Mom. You gotta bend the rule to make it cool. I goddamn, you can't tell me I can't have a gun because I done made a mistake somewhere down the lines and set me up for failure. I'm out here rapping this wild shit and stuff like that. I'm gonna have something to protect me. But what I am gonna say, don't put it on Instagram, John Moran. Boosie.
But
Don't put it on. No, you don't. That's you. You did that. That's your fault. To the God Boosie badass. That's your fault. You did that. I mean, I don't know if you was flaunting it or it was shown on your back. The pictures I got, it was you can see the gun.
I mean, I get
At the
that.
end of the day, who is shooting Boosies and putting his business out there in the community like that? And then they pulled him over and the guns was in the car? I mean, you better have some ride or die. Where's Tyrone? You need to call him. He's supposed to be driving and act like these are his guns.
Well, I know that he was, he's been working on some projects and doing a few things. You see him out here on Ballad TV. Boosie always give you the good hip hop tea. He be giving us tea, on different individuals or whatever. I mean, it's just sad though, because like you say, he's a likable person. I think I started really noticing him when he was putting his grandparents all the time on Instagram. That's when I really started noticing like what his character was outside of the music. So it's unfortunate, but
you did it to yourself, bro.
Well, he thought he was a badass.
I mean, he is a badass, but goddamn, I'll show you a badass. Hey, listen, man, I want to tell somebody, if you like what we're doing, we're reading all of our news from the Reporter newspaper. The Reporter newspaper online.com is Akron's official and only all-black-owned publication trying to promote and tell our stories and let people know from our perspectives on how we relate to them. You got something to say about the Reporter?
Yeah, yes, I do. I have a lot to say about the Reporter. Now, the articles that I read, it is in the entertainment section. You have the articles and there's videos. But just keep in mind, not only is the Reporter newspaper black-owned, but it's black-owned, black-operated, and black-ran. All the stories that we tell, it is by us, except for the national news. Everybody's get the same type of national news, but we give it to you in a way that my Black is Beautiful community can receive it. So it is by us, for us, and told by us to us.
I like that. Hey, what we got going on next?
Okay, we're going to talk about Jonathan Majors.
I like that. That's my guy from Marvel.
He's no longer Kane.
What's his name? Kane.
He's no longer Kane.
Okay.
He's no longer Kane.
Yeah, he is.
Give it up. He's no longer Kane.
They didn't officialize it. Okay, go ahead. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about my guy.
Okay, so he was accompanied by Megan Good as he appears at court for his hearing for the assault charge. If by chance you may have thought that Jonathan Majors was going to slide out of being tried for domestic violence, you can perish the thought. The actor was in New York courtroom earlier this week and learned that his trial has been set for August the 3rd. Majors, 33, accompanied by girlfriend Megan Good, entered the courtroom at 9:15 a.m. wearing sunglasses and a brown suit. Majors removed his eyewear before approaching the bench for a status conference, which lasted about 3 minutes. As reported earlier, the once red-hot actor was busted on March the 25th in Manhattan on domestic violence allegations and later charged with several accounts of assault and aggravated harassment. A 30-year-old woman named Grace Jabari claims she was assaulted by Majors and had to be taken to the hospital with minor injuries to her head and neck. However, Majors' attorney, I can't say her first name, so I don't want to mess it up, but her last name is Chaudhry, issued a statement after today's court appearance saying her team has delivered evidence to the district attorney proving Grace Jabari's assault on Jonathan Majors and not the other way around. We strongly requested the district attorney dismiss all charges against Mr. Majors immediately and initiate proceedings against Ms. Jabari. and holding her accountable for her crimes, Chaudhry wrote. While we are hopeful that the district attorney is reviewing these materials in good faith and will do the right thing soon, to accelerate our case, we've requested a trial date ASAP. If Majors doesn't show up on August the 3rd, a warrant can be issued for his arrest within 48 hours, the judge reminded him. I obviously don't want that to happen, so just stay in touch with your attorney, she told Majors, who responded loud and clear.
I like the fact that our brother Jonathan Majors, who happens to be Kane from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, okay, badass, okay, got sound like he has a competent attorney that says they got proof to bear witness that the girl that's charging with this BS is lying.
Right.
Right? And hopefully, in the court of law, that our brother will get off from this BS. I believe it's a money grab. I believe she said what she said, and then I also remember people were saying it came out because we reported it. It came out that she the one that did it, all the bruising and stuff like that. But thank God we have some proof, and that's may liberate him from all this turmoil and get him back to the stardom that he was doing. And another thing, thank God that this situation had to. Sometimes God will intervene when you ain't expecting it. Sometimes God will tap you on the shoulder and be like, "That's not for you, bro." And you're like, "No, I'm gonna do this. It's for me." Sometimes God will be like, "No, sir, it's not for you, right?" And you're like, "No, God, that's cool." And sometimes God will be like, "Bow, bitch! I said put it down and go back to yourself and accept yourself and go back to something that's good." Sometimes you need a little motivation to get back to your creation, your home, your earth. Well, your woman.
When it first came out.
Go back to you, because y'all was mad because he was dating white women.
No,
y'all was mad. Y'all was mad.
I said from the get-go, he had no business over there messing with other cultures.
She's holding him down in the court of law in the fight for his life and economic freedoms. She's right there. Not needing this money. She's back. She's right there doing good stuff. Big ups to making good. One fine African-American woman.
She don't need his money. But you know, she got to get back out there in the swing of things, because I think in the church life had messed her up, trying to be the first lady, just like you say, sometimes, you have to get smacked in the face, you can't, not trying to be funny, you can't be, up on the pulpit. That just wasn't for you. I mean, I'm just saying,
So what was you about to say? I'm sorry, I just had to go down the rabbit hole.
I know, I said, but y'all can go and check out the videos. Just go ahead and check out the videos so y'all can confirm what I'm saying. I said that from the get-go. I said he had no business in a culture and messing with people that didn't belong, that he didn't belong in there. But when it first came out, we had the video up and we had the pictures, and and you could clearly see that the so-called bruises or whatever she's supposed to have, it wasn't that. And she the one trying to make it seem, because she was irate and she was, of a different culture, and, they were so mad that, that they had made Kane black in their, universe. So, they was happy to now get us a Kane that we want. So I just think it's all a bunch of
why is everything gonna be that black?
Well, hey, I'm gonna need him go ahead and be the superhero in the movies we like, because you did your thing in Creed, boy. Okay.
Okay. All right. You better say it.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's just get into some good times.
Okay. I like that. I like that segue. You make me say, what's going on with our beloved brother?
Good Times star Bernadette Stennis offers support to John Amos after elder abuse accusations.
Bernadette is Thelma.
It's Thelma from Good Times. Oh, yeah.
Man.
That was. I mean,
it's all right. I wanted to do that, but I'm glad you did that. We talking about Thelma. Okay. We went from Megan Good to damn is good. Okay. I'm just speaking for the brothers. I'm trying to channel the brother vibe so they can understand that
everybody loved them some of Thelma from Good Times.
Yeah. Oh, Bernard. What's her real name?
Her name is Bernadette Stannis.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and follow, see if she's still looking like Thelma.
She probably is, but she knows she's foxy now because she up in that age. She
Let's
up
go
in
read
the
it. What we
foxy.
got?
Okay, so John Amos, Good Times co-star Bernadette Stannis, is publicly sharing her support for the TV star amid allegations of elder abuse. As reported, Amos was hospitalized last month after allegedly suffering elder abuse and financial exploitation at the hands of a caregiver, according to his daughter, Shannon Amos. She claims the 83-year-old was placed in intensive care but did not disclose what exactly happened to him. Shannon set up a GoFundMe campaign to raise money for her ailing father. To catch and prosecute the alleged perpetrators, we now require legal assistance, hoping they face the full weight of the law, the campaign reads. Meanwhile, our priority remains my father's medical needs and providing him a safe haven. His home had been violated, stripped of anything valuable. The cruelty inflicted upon my dad leaves me questioning what kind of human could commit such acts. John told TMZ that the details laid out by his daughter Shannon is a lie. No one is abusing him and he hasn't been fighting for his life. Stannis, which is Bernadette Thelma, she cited the difficulties of caring for an aging parent in an exclusive interview with People. She says, John knows I love him from the core of my heart. His children were lovely and have always been lovely. It just happens so that when you have a parent that you have to take care of or they're aging, there's a lot of fear amongst the siblings because you don't know. It's the first time and maybe the only parent. It hurts. Shannon posted to Instagram on June the 8th that she reported the possible elder abuse crime to Colorado authorities. The Colorado Bureau of Investigations launched an investigation into the claim. A video of John speaking on the phone from the hospital bed, circulated by his son KC, accuses Shannon of the elder abuse. In Stannis' opinion, she feels like disagreements amongst family members may have been blown a little out of proportion. I don't understand the Shannon thing or what's going on with it, but she's the oldest and sometimes the oldest feels like they should be in control. But KC is the boy, so it could be a tug of war a little bit like that. She also noted that John looks fabulous every time I see him. The kids are fine. He's taking care of his children, she continued, and he has to understand that they're both sad that their parent is in the hospital. Sometimes feelings come out and things are said that don't mean anything. Individuals hurting, that's what I think is going on. I think everything will be settled.
So our brother James, from Good Time, James Evan.
Yep.
Okay, it was reported from his daughter that he was getting his ass whooped on since he's an older guy. Because we can't fathom James Evan getting his ass whooped and everything, right? On some elder abuse shit, right?
No, we're not getting whooped. That's not what elder abuse is.
It's been disrespected, cheated, hit on because you incompetent. What's elder abuse?
So elderly abuse is when someone is misusing your funds, or they're not feeding you, they're not bathing, they're not taking care of you.
They're neglecting you, and they hitting on you and having sex with you. I can keep going.
I mean, yeah,
because you can't defend yourself and speak up for yourself. So all that, you're right. I just, I ain't think you was gonna run down the full gambit, but I'm just saying that imagine when we say abuse, I think of the physical, and then I think of James from Good Times. He's a badass, right? Yeah. And then that's the guy from Coming to America and everything, right? He looked like he was in tip-top condition in that movie, right?
Yes.
Coming back to America, or Come to America too. But
he might have been 60-something back then.
It wasn't even that long ago.
No,
Coming to America too.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't he in
He
that one?
was. Yes, he was.
Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah. He was.
Yeah, so
He
he
was.
ain't look all messed up and everything, but he is getting older, so you do go. He got to be paid a little more attention. But again, this is James Evans, okay? Cock Diesel, the actual example of what a black man should be during those times where the black man was being ripped up out of the houses in the 70s. He remained there as a physical representation on what a man looks like in the household, his role, his position, and condition. God damn it! Big ups to James. Big ups to this guy. He did a lot for us who didn't have a pappy. Okay, happy Father's Day to the fake James Evans, and happy Father's Day to the real brother John Amos. I think it's dope that his fake daughter Thelma is intervening in this little here beef and saying that she's looking out for him. She still cares for him and everything. But what was dope is the brother Amos spoke for himself. James Evans spoke for himself. What did he say?
He said, ain't nobody doing nothing to him. He ain't getting abused. So
right, he's basically alluding to that his daughter's hustling.
His daughter is the one that's doing that's what is doing the abusing, meaning she's using her father's age and the love of the community to set up a GoFundMe and create these funds. Basically, he said, I don't need no money for my hospital bills and
Right.
and all that stuff. She's the one that's doing the elderly abuse, because that is abuse. That's considered elderly abuse.
So if I talk you out some money and you ain't my woman, I just abused you?
If I'm in the
No. Not if you're an elderly. If you are goofy enough as your age, and I'm just some man that's good enough to break you, okay? Run the jewels, give me your money. You know what I'm saying? On some smooth tip, girl, you know I love you. I need me some Jordans, and your goofy self giving me some Jordans, buy me whatever hell I need. Or am I abusing you?
Yes, you are.
No, I'm manipulating you.
And
I'm manipulating you, and you goofy enough to believe it. So if I do it to an old person, I am abusing her. Can they send me to court for abusing her or capitalizing her? I can't get to court because you're giving me something.
Yeah, but
if you give it to me, I can't get in trouble.
Okay, but they have what they call, well, especially here in Ohio, what is called the Ohio Aging Act, where really you're not supposed to take any funds from.
Oh, I'm sorry. God damn it. I'm sorry. Okay? If there is people out here that want to donate to the struggle fund of the brother out here, the brother is going to take it. Especially if the brother have responsibilities, okay? You telling me if what's the lady who owned the makeup? The lady driving around with the K? Mary Kay? You telling me if Mary Kay, with her, I'm assuming she's an old lady, I don't know nothing about this, want to give somebody some money because he's young? What about Cher? She old as shit, okay? And she got a young dude. That's not abuse. What about Madonna? Oh my God.
Cher and Madonna, both of them are still touring. They're very light. They don't have.
I bet you they touring now.
They are touring. They are to Cher and Madonna is touring. Cher and Madonna is touring. They're not. Most of the time when they look at the abuse with the elders, it's because they cannot do for themselves, or they don't make good decisions for themselves because of the age, the forgetfulness. So at that time, when you're doing things like that, or you are using the situation of them for a financial gain or any type of gain, it is abuse.
I believe you when a person is old and can't do for themselves.
Because we're all one day want to be in that position. So to me, treat and cherish your elders, because one day you will be there.
You know, I like that. I like the fact that you spoke emphatically as if you're not a black man. Inshallah, God willing, you will be there and make it to that good old age of Brother James Evans and to be able to be taken care of and stuff. Because in this society and on this continent, it's hard for brothers to get to that point. So I want to just say we just show duality.
Right. But that is a blessing, because that means he's been around of history that we don't grow up on, to seeing a black man father on TV. And I loved him as the father who owned McDowell's,
Come on
and
now, come on.
and coming to America,
Big
that was
ups.
raising his daughters.
Come on
And,
now, come on now. Oh, come on, you hot right now. You hot right now. We need to watch that on our date night. Coming to America too. What's my man? Wesley Snipes was hilarious in that movie.
Was he
We
not?
thought he was funny. I think we watched that during the pandemic.
We did watch it during the pandemic.
Hey, speaking of the pandemic, y'all, we want you guys to know, if you like what we're doing, man, please feel free to hit that dang on like button. Let somebody know what's going on. And we also appreciate you guys for watching our reels. The reels keep it real. You know what I'm saying? We give you little short aspects of the show so you guys can double back and catch the whole episode. My sweetheart, my goddess, my earth, my world. What's next?
Oh, man. Let's talk about Babyface.
Oh, Lord.
And Anita.
Come on,
he
Anita
said,
Baker.
I had no problem playing second fiddle to Anita Baker. Let's see what's going on. Babyface is speaking out about the alleged bad blood between Anita Baker and him, which led to him getting canned as a supporting act on her Songstress tour. TMZ Hip Hop obtained the first clip of the R&B's upcoming appearance on the Jason Lee Show, where he addresses his newfound free time head on. Babyface clarified to Jason Lee that the tour belonged to Anita, as it celebrated the 40th anniversary of her debut album. But he did suggest one of his last nights on the tour was far more complex than his fans know. He was referring to the Newark show, where technical difficulties drastically shortened the show, meaning only one of the Legacy's artists could perform. And, as reported, that was the headliner, Miss Baker. Anita pulled the plug last week on Babyface's role as her opener, after what she called cyberbullying from fans upset with his limited stage time. She also accused him of going over his scheduled stage time. Babyface says he had no issues opening for Anita and enjoyed watching her perform after him. He'll surely have more to say when the full Jason Lee Show episode drops later on Revolt TV. But his unbothered nature won't do anything to appease his angry fans, who continue painting Anita as the villain in this drama.
You remember the movie 5 Heartbeats?
Yes.
You remember the rivalry that the performers was having to outdo each other at the concert?
Yep, Eddie.
Right.
And, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember the brothers was fighting at one time on the stage.
Yeah, but I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about with rival bands.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I remember that.
Okay, that happens and it's real. Okay, back then, these was before record deals.
Right.
In that movie, they was performing in the culture back in the 60s, or whatever year that was. Well, that was 60, yeah.
Yeah, it was the 60s.
That was the thing. The guy that's the lead singer, is he's powerful enough, just prolific enough to move the hotties and the hot chicks and stuff like that. Who can work it like David Ruffin, okay? Who can rough it like Eddie Kane, the black man? You know what I'm saying? That thing is important, right? Guess what?
What?
It still carries on today. Even if you're a legendary singer like Babyface, even if you're a legendary songstress like Anita Baker, who support the Nation of Islam. Big ups to Sister Anita Baker. But I'm just saying, so at the end of the day, you got Anita Baker. Mm-hmm. The paradox is this. Anita Baker warrants a lot of female fans. Fantasia warrants a lot of female fans. Go just think about it. Beyonce warrants a lot of female fans. Here's the paradigm. We as men like looking at Beyonce, and they love looking at Fantasia. You know what I'm saying? Her sitcoms, okay? And and our sister Anita Baker is beautiful. So you would think the male fans would come out and watch these people perform. No, it's mostly women. Check this out. Then you put the coolest, smoothest ever before. I'll buy your clothes. I'll cook your dinner too. As soon as I get home for work, I'll pay your rent. All this foolishness this dude was singing. But guess what? He's singing it to an arena full of chicks. Anita Baker ain't got nothing on it. They there to see her, of course, but Babyface is going to sell some some tickets. And he's in there warming them up. He's the opening act talking about this is for the cool in you. Are you kidding me? You know what I'm saying? And he might be singing some of that Deal stuff when he was with the Deal. You are literally in for a competition. And I believe our sister Anita Baker was like, do the pout look. Like, they be like, ain't no way in here. This guy think he gonna move my crowd like this all the yeah. And we're gonna have to find a way to get this Ishmael out of the stage. That's what I think is happening, and it happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And we've been covering it since it's been going on. But word on the curb is though, Miss Anita, even was like that before she got, her master's back where she can really make her money. So I want to know, is her really making the money, making her acting funny? She getting this money now that she wasn't getting before and reaping the benefits, from, all that type of stuff. I'm just saying,
I like what you're saying. I'm going to have to educate you there just a little bit.
Okay.
I think, baby, that's why I love you. You listen with attention, okay? You allow your man to be a man and guide you in a way that will lead you to ultimate success. And you do the same thing for me when it comes to credit and all that other stuff. So here we go. Listen, when you get your masters back, that's your publishing rights. Those are your mechanical rights. That's stuff that you get when you own it. You get the bulk of that money, right? Well, units aren't being sold like that anymore. So you get your money and you get the rights to it. You get the publishing and stuff like that. You're not getting that every 6-month check like you used to. You're getting hopefully a little more money, but the units got to sell to do that. People got to use your music in movie theaters. I mean, in movies, you got to be able to you got to be able to work your stuff. Now, you got legendary songs. Anita Baker's legendary. You know what I'm saying? So what you're going to have to do that.
But streaming now and everything.
Right. The artists are getting a penny per unit, they were saying, which is crazy as hell to me. Inshallah, God willing, inshallah, I believe that once this transition happens, follow your boy Snoop Dogg. Big ups to Snoop Dogg, right? Follow what he's doing with the Death Row catalog. I believe when that happens, I believe the brothers and sisters like sister, who was that sung, I think, what's the girl's name from Murder Inc.? I don't even know why I said Murder Inc. Her name begins with an A. I don't want to mess her name up. Ashanti.
Ashanti, okay.
Yeah. She want to redo her.
People.
Yeah, she want to redo her. I don't know if she did it, but she want to revamp or remaster, re-record the song so she can own the rights to it. They say after 30 years you can do that.
Okay.
And you can get the rights. So inshallah.
Has it been 30 years?
I don't know about her, but I know,
okay.
So inshallah, you'll be able to be holding your music when this thing kicks in, where the mechanical rights and the different rights is going to be kicking back some residuals. A lot of people just selling it right now because they can get immediate money. Like Ja Rule and all these people, they selling their rights because they can get immediate money. I mean, you get right now, $100 million. You 40-something. We just said earlier, black man may not make it. You might as well get your check.
But if you have children, and you have an opportunity to be able to create some wealth for your children, and if you have this knowledge and educate your family and your children with these catalogs and the different things of what it could possibly bring, or this
possibly is the word.
Okay, but at the end of the day, if that is the possibility and it's an opportunity, you know what? Maybe I'll do a piece, but what's you're not getting it all.
I'm gonna need some money right now because these kids are asking for $70 damn PlayStation games, no matter what format it's on.
They better go cut some grass.
Okay, but I'm just saying you need to take care of your wife. You need money. You are an entertainer. You expect Ja Rule to work for Goodwill, Big Lots. You expect that he's not going to be there.
Well, his kids is on growing up hip hop, turn them into some goddamn reality stars and get them in some movies.
You
and
need
stuff.
that media money. I get it. Brothers and sisters are selling their stuff. I get it. Some people are holding it. Some people are holder of a boulder. I believe it's going to work in our favor. You know what I'm trying to say? To where the industry is going to favor the artist turned executive. What we got next?
Let's talk about Larsa Pippen and boyfriend Marcus Jordan.
No, Larsa Pippen is Scottie Pippen's ex-wife.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Let's go.
Let's talk about them defending their 16-year age gap. Larsa Pippen is defending the 16-year age gap between her and her boyfriend Marcus Jordan, son of basketball legend Michael Jordan. I just feel like we meet somewhere in the middle. Age is just a number. But I think maturity and life experience really dictate the relationship. Marcus said in a joint interview with Larsa for E! News. Everything we do, we have in common. We like the same things. We like to go to the same places. I feel like for us, it's very natural to be with each other. I don't really see the age part of it. The former spouse of NBA icon Scottie Pippen previously explained that she and Marcus have a lot of common ground despite the age difference. When Larsa appeared on the Tamron Hall show, the host asked, even with the age difference, and he wasn't trying to be funny or be disrespectful, because men are able to date people 30 years younger without judgment. But he's 16 years younger. Other than the Bulls, what do you have in common? Larsa pointed out,
good point.
I've dated guys that were a lot older than me. Scottie is 10 years older than me. Larsa said she doesn't view age as you're mature or you're immature. I don't feel like that determines if you are mature or not. I feel like if you can drink at 21, then you can go to the war at 18. I feel that it's different circumstances that age doesn't really determine your level of maturity. As The Blast reports in an upcoming episode of Page Six's virtual reality podcast, Marcus defends his lady love against gold digger accusations. Yeah, I feel like people try to say Larsa's a gold digger and she's after the Jordan money or something, Marcus explained, noting that Larsa has her own money. Marcus and Larsa launched their podcast, Separation Anxiety, to dispel misconceptions about their relationship. Us doing this podcast, it really was therapeutic for us. Like, hey, let's talk about this. Or people want to know about our age gap. Should we talk about that? Because we really don't view age like that, Larsa explained. We're trying to stand on our own 2 feet and really establish ourselves both independently, but also as a couple, Marcus shared.
Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room.
Did you used to babysit that boy?
I wasn't going to say that. I mean, listen, give me a hand. Give me a hand. Thank you, baby, for showing some class about yourself, okay? Ain't too many men that would appreciate their woman for being classy. Oh, yeah, of course we like them. Take your hand away. We like them trashy sometimes, you know what I mean? A little bit of assy, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, I'm just keeping it a buck, right?
Wow,
but man. You want something that you call your own to be classy, okay? I'm saying all that to say, okay, sister, that's not a classy move, okay? I don't give a damn how mature this man is, this young man is. I don't give a damn how mature this Jordan is, okay? At the end of the day, he should be considered off limits. Ask yourself why. This right here is your baby daddy or your ex-husband's now rival, used to be his teammate, but hated rival because Scottie is buck wilding against Michael right now, okay? And you dating this man's son. You dating his son, okay? Now, some people believe maybe this is the real reason well, Scottie is shitting on Michael right now. You got your son breaking my wife's back, okay?
This is ex-wife.
With my ex-wife, it don't matter. It's like, listen, I'm a man. I wouldn't want you messing around with one of my little Ra's son. Like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, you messing with Rasul's son? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
That ain't gonna happen.
But I'm just saying.
I got sons.
I'm just saying. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I understand
what you're saying. I'm serious about the joke. But at the end of the day, certain things supposed to be off limits. But, you know, and I understand her history with Future and all this here stuff, dealing with the young boy, the other basketball player. I understand all of this. But now you walking around with Michael Jordan's grown son. Okay? Now, obviously, as it is told now, Scottie Pippen has some animosity against Michael. Now it's on steroids, and I can only guess it's because little Jordan is giving the love of his life the Air Jordan. Okay.
Well,
all right.
I'm gonna tell you how I see it.
Embarrassing.
Well, I'm here for the tea. So, you know, when I was coming up, we was watching The Young and the Restless, Guiding Light, As the World Turned, and The Bold and the Beautiful, okay? And I had to watch all these, you know, European soap operas.
European soap opera?
European soap I had to watch all these European soap operas, and I'm seeing real live rich people shit in my own black community because this shit is like a soap opera to me.
That is crazy. That's a good point.
I'm just saying, and I'm like, this is shit rich people do because in The Bold and the Beautiful, shit, Brooke went through the whole family. She had babies by the daddy, the mother, the cousins.
And this happened in the real time. That's on that real reality TV.
Yeah, and I'm seeing, and I'm like, wow.
So this is reality playing in real time.
Yes.
Let me ask you a question. Let's just go there.
Okay.
And I see you alluded to, if I were to, me and you was to fall out for some unforeseeable reason, and I started dating your girl's daughter. Her daughter's 25. Would you have a problem with that? Would you be embarrassed? How would you feel?
I mean, if you helped me raise them or they was under our
care,
and we raised them and instilled some things in them, you fucking perv. That's what I'm gonna be thinking. We
don't know if Miss Pippen was doing that.
Yeah, because that's just a little joke.
Right. But you have a problem. I mean, let's just say if I didn't. Let's just say if I end up, you know what I'm saying?
No, I
hanging
wouldn't.
Out with the young star.
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't feel funny?
No.
Why not? Why not?
What? Why wouldn't feel funny?
Yeah, a man my age is dating your girl whom you don't like no more. I'm dating her daughter. You kind of wicked. You think break her off on me? What would you be thinking? You a sick bastard.
No, to be honest, I wouldn't be upset if it was somebody close to us or close to home. Of course, I would feel some type of way. But just because you're dating somebody younger or acquaintance or somebody that I might know, I mean, you can't stop that.
You sure can't. But guess what? At the end of the day, you know this is some juicy topic in this situation. It's embarrassing. That's why it's embarrassing. I will be embarrassed because, listen, I got you elevated.
Okay.
Beyond all trashy behavior, okay?
Okay.
I got you elevated. When you with me, listen, every black man walks around with his burden. Ask yourself, what's his burden? Here's the metaphor to make it better for.
Okay.
I'm walking around with my little limp. I'm limping for a reason. You know, I got that black man limp. Why am I walking? Here's my burden. My burden is my damn pedestal. Every black man walks with a pedestal, and he's walking his whole damn life to get it off of him, to find the goddess that's worthy enough to sit upon this pedestal, right? So if I say I'm you and you with me, that means I put my burden down. Now I'm taking care of the thing that's supposed to be. My little pedestal is for you, black woman, okay? That's what it's here for, right? Now, I got you so elevated amongst all the peasantries and foolery and foolishness, and then all of a sudden, me and you break up and you act like the damn shit I was trying to keep you for. I'm now embarrassed. How dare I have this whole elevated in a godly space, this prostitute, this common twerker, I feel just this little. That's the embarrassment I feel. But you know what? We ain't gonna go there.
Right. We know because I'm just saying.
I ain't talking about you per se.
No, I'm not offended. You know,
okay, I'm just saying,
because
I kick you off my pedestal because a lot of chicks don't want to be up there. They keep jumping on. They get jumping off. You listen to these young black men talking these days. They don't want to listen. They don't want to do whatever the hell. And then they jump off the pedestal from the good brother George. And then, then out here doing crazy, unthinkable stuff. Not all of our sisters, just the ones I'm talking about.
I believe, you know what? I'm going to go listen to their podcast because I'm just curious about what they saying and what they talking about. But I did want to say this before we talk about what else is hot. But it's okay for men to date younger women, when they're older, they like to look at something younger. It's okay for it to be a big age gap, 10 years. 15.
I ain't saying it's not okay for older women. Where I'm from. I'm not a proponent of an older woman can't have a younger man. I'm not. Speaking of that, I figure I'm gonna create my own podcast about this, and it's dope. I'm gonna take the same niggerish, slutty behavior. And I'm going to put it in a podcast, and guess what I'm going to call it, babe?
What you going to call it?
As the World Turns. Okay. What are we talking about next?
As it is turning, Ice Spice is running rap. 2K23. She has 1 billion streams. And she has a Taylor Swift collab that is still at the top 10.
Also, Ice Spice is running the rap game right now this year. Let's go.
It says Ice Spice's dominance in the hip-hop game cannot be denied this year. And there's some impressive new data to back that up. The Bronx-born rapper hit 1 billion Spotify streams as of Tuesday, a fitting honor considering her EP is the top performing hip-hop project to drop in 2023. The EP birthed the gold-selling hits Munch, Feeling You, and In Hamu, and her guest features have been even more successful. Her Boy's a Liar Part 2 duet with Pink Panthers, Pink Panthers is now platinum, and Karma, the remix collab she released with Taylor Swift back in May, is holding strong in the top 10 of the Hot 100 at 9. Ice has even more opportunities to run up her numbers this week. She and Nicki Minaj are releasing another track this Friday coming up for the Barbie soundtrack that's already huge in the controversy department. Rapper Jason Martin, formerly known as Problem, accused Nicki of swiping the track from him and Swati or Sweetie after they previously worked on the build-up behind the scenes. Ice is learning in real time. It's hard to get to the top without pissing off a few people along the way, but her numbers don't lie.
Her ass don't lie, okay? I done seen that woman's ass so many times. Hell, she was at Summer Jam, her ass is hanging out and everything, which brings me to this thing, okay? Now, damn it, listen, do the streets dictate to the music, or do the music dictates to the streets? Now, I know I'm confusing some people, you know what I'm saying? I'm keeping a buck. I am not upset looking at ladies in leggings, asses sitting on glasses on Instagram. I sit all on my timeline. I'm not making it do that. Okay? It's the algorithm, babe. It's the algorithm.
I know it's the algorithm. Okay.
The algorithm.
The algorithm.
Okay, so I'm saying, but every damn female rapper, 99.9% of the female rappers looks like porn stars or strippers. It's like they have to do this, right? And it's funny because she is selling a lot. She's cute. I don't think she's. Oh my God, this is gonna sound crazy. She ain't, what I'm saying, grab your style gorgeous. You know what I mean? She ain't like that. She's cute in a cute kind of young girl way, right?
Tomorrow,
right.
I love you.
But when you see her dressed like with all the seductive stuff, she have no. It's almost as if she have to do that because that's what the game dictates. So you starting to see, you see it, not starting to see it, you see it, and that kind of hurts me because you can't really get into rap. And then when you hear what some of these people are rapping about, Jesus Christ. And no, they're not rapping about your boy Jesus either. They're rapping about some wows. They're rapping what they look like. These women are rapping what they look like. Are you familiar with Millie Jackson? Are you old enough to know who the hell Millie Jackson is?
Yes.
Okay. And that's what they rapping with a mouth like that. Just like that. And it's worse. Okay. So at the end of the day, what do our young girls what do they got to look at? They're going to look at, first off, the mommies are playing this music. Okay. And then that means the mama's saying it's okay. And then the kids are saying this music. And then we now know that Ice Spice is the most dominant voice in rap right now, the way she's running her numbers and stuff like that. Somebody's listening to this. And like I said before, ain't too many men listening. It's women and young girls listening to Ice Spice. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I mean, I get it. I mean, I understand. I think
you ain't gotta be naked to rap though. Jesus Christ, man.
I mean, and that's true, but that's not appealing. And Lil' Kim introduced it to the game. I think they did it on steroids over 50,000, and then Nicki Minaj came in adding parts to the body, so she put it on steroids from Lil' Kim.
Yeah.
And I get it because you do have some dope lyricists that are females out here, and then when they go to dressing, I guess
they have no choice. You can't tell me they doing that willingly. They have no damn choice.
Nigga,
they say nigger, bitch. You get your ass in that damn fucking dressing room, and you come out there looking like a prostitute. Okay, that's a part of the deal.
Well, some of the stuff that they have on to me be the same stuff Taylor Swift have on, but the difference is Taylor Swift does not have the body that they have on. The same stuff, Madonna wears that type of stuff. A lot of the entertainment.
She looked like a slut too. What the hell are you saying? She ain't the goddess though. Who the hell
Lady Gaga
are you comparing Taylor Swift, Madonna, and Lady Gaga to the likes of Nicki Minaj's beautiful self? Or this little cute young girl?
Not real.
Who is this young girl?
Nicki's not real.
But she looked beautiful.
Okay.
And this young girl, Ice Spice, is beautiful. Okay. You comparing that? You can't. That's apples.
No, I'm just talking about what they have on. I'm just saying they're
it's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same. Now you can name that, and then I see what you're saying, and I feel you. I'm not discounting what you said. I see the similarities, but it's not the same because of what you said. These are the goddesses. I come from that Nation of Islam paradigm. Hold on.
Just because they're the same color as me, don't make them the goddesses. They have to. Some people have. I don't care how talented you is, or what you talking about, or what you doing, or what this. Some people got to be on the peasant on peasants. You taught me that the peanut gallery, and just because they talented, because they're not representing themselves as goddesses.
Hold on. You're absolutely right. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that when I compare it to another whole damn genre that you just did, I'm not gonna call my girls devils. It's not my programming. Okay? I know what a bitch is when I see a bitch. I know what a hoe is when I see a hoe. Don't confuse me. You already know. But when I'm talking general, I'm generalizing our urban experience here in the wilderness of North America.
Okay.
You can't compare. You can't say, yeah, Madonna do it. Hell, there's 250 million of them that says it's okay. It's what the hell? 41 million of us? That's it. It's 41 million of us watching us. And it's 250 million watching them. It's a total different graphic. And then most of us, just like you said, I hate to throw you under the bus, is watching them and thinking it's okay too. Why? Because we mimicking what they do.
I mean,
we're just following. Right. We need to set the standard for ourselves and stop. You see Madonna now, people, you talk about Little Kim brought it to the table. I stand corrected. You're right. Madonna was doing that shit. Okay? And at the end of the day, it's porn stuff.
I mean, and yes, but you know what?
We ain't even talking about the girl's lyrics right now.
No,
we're
talking about
what she looks like.
Right, but you know what? I appreciate you. But guess what?
What's up?
I blame the black men in this hip hop community because y'all not setting the record straight with our black women or the queens or the goddesses out here that's in the entertainment business that got this talent. Y'all not out here making sure that they ain't getting exploited and stuff like that. So you know what? If y'all want the rappers to quit looking like porn stars.
Oh, ain't nobody saying, hold on.
Oh no, baby, no, baby, no.
Ain't nobody saying,
no,
hold
baby.
on. Ain't nobody saying that we don't like the way they look. That shit should be kept in the house.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Hold on. That's what I'm saying. Okay? If I can look on my timeline and see your mama, your ex-girlfriend, and your sister busting it wide open, okay, without a record deal now, okay, I'm looking at that. I'm not going to look for it. It's there. And I am a heterosexual cock diesel man. I'm going to stop and say, what this is all about? Oh, this girl got some talent here. She's a talented girl. Maybe she should get a record deal. I don't know. But guess what? You absolutely right. Ain't no man, though, going to step into a lady's record deal and tell her she shouldn't be doing that. No, that's how she's making her money, is entertainment. But I'm saying there's no suggestions about it. This is not suggestive hip-hop. They're literally saying we're rapping porn stars or strippers.
Because it's not hip-hop. You got it. They are the rapping porn stars. Okay, so I mean, Hugh Hefner gone, so somebody got to take over the business.
Oh man!
Anyway,
come for her in the damn column or whatever in the comments. Hey, listen, don't forget the comments, okay? If you like what we're about, or even if you don't, you ain't got to agree to what we're saying,
right?
Okay, I come off kind of, you know, I watch your video. But it's a shame though. You see where I'm at? I'm letting you know. I'm kind of confused. I wouldn't want mine looking like that outside of the house. But go ahead.
So let's talk about Russell.
Russell Simmons.
Okay. Russell Simmons.
I don't like what's going down, but go ahead.
Okay. He lost $100,000. He had a court loss to his ex-wife, and it comes to light amid family drama.
I seen this over the weekend. Let's go.
Russell Simmons had to pay up $100,000 to his ex-wife, Kamora Lee, a few months before the family went on a Father's Day tirade against the music mogul, accusing him of abuse. The family drama came to light early on Sunday, June the 18th, when Simmons' oldest daughter wished her mother, Kamora, a happy Father's Day on her Instagram story. Simmons replied to this posting by sharing a meme that read, "Stop telling fathers they should have fought harder to see their children and start asking mothers why he had to fight at all." Kamora saw these comments and took to Instagram Live to issue a rebuttal against her ex-husband, accusing him of acting like they're still close despite her having blocked him on social media years ago. Their youngest daughter then joined in the conversation, posting mean-spirited messages from her father and a muted video where he appeared to be raging at her on FaceTime. She said the music mogul suffers from a mental health issue and that as a family, they've given up trying to repair their relationship. As the drama continued to unfold, Radar Online learned that Simmons actually was forced to cough up $100,000 to Kamora Lee a few months before his daughters accused him of abuse. Russell had previously sued his ex-wife and her investment banker husband back in 2021, accusing them of stealing 4 million shares he owned in an energy drink I think it's pronounced Celsius, without his permission. In his suit, Simmons said the couple used the funds to pay for legal fees associated with the husband's federal fraud case, of which he was found guilty in order to pay back $43.7 million as a part of his sentence. However, in November 2022, Kamara was awarded $100,000 in legal fees as part of the case after she emerged victorious from a breach of contract claim. The case remains ongoing. In the wake of his family's criticism, Simmons offered up an apology on Monday, June the 19th, writing on Instagram that God is testing his daughters. God is testing you a little bit. It's okay. Be strong. They are called growing pains. He wrote along the side of photos of his daughter. As you know, we go through adversity and struggle. You read my books and heard me preach your whole childhood. Reach back to old lessons and remember to smile and breathe with a heart emoji. Smile and breathe. He continued, you are the watchers of this world, so let go. Be at ease. God is driving and he is working on you. Heart emoji. Deeply sorry for being frustrated and yelling. But know this, there are no conditions. For sure, I love you guys more than I love myself.
Oh, Russell Simmons, one of my favorite people on earth.
I know.
I had the opportunity to interview Russell. We was at the Million More movement. It was the part 2 to the Million Man March. I forgot what year it was. Okay, we was doing Mecca Media TV. We was up there with everybody else with CBS. We was with the media. I had a media pass.
Right.
Okay, and I was able to meet the founder of Def Jam.
I know.
I was excited as hell. It was like, man, I was excited, right? So I'm biased on what I'm about to say. To my understanding, the young girl was stranded somewhere across seas somewhere. She called her daddy for some money to get him to send her to get back. Apparently, he's a little bitter because of this here money he had to chalk up. You know what I'm trying to say? And some people are on the line saying, how many times this man gonna have to kick you guys off some money without him arguing? And here's the thing: if you see the video, Russell looking like the old Russell, not the Russell that be doing yoga and shit. He looked at like early Def Jam Russell. He was pissed. Now I don't think yoga and all that, your meditation, your spirituality, gonna take the type of man you are out of you.
Right.
You feel like you're being played. That cock diesel spirit that Russell has is gonna come. He's still a New Yorker. He's still hip hop.
Okay? Right.
So if you feel like that, he's going off and like, oh man, what the hell? Ain't nothing like feeling like, because he recanted, he apologized. There's nothing like feeling like you getting took to the bank by something that you made your own self. This is your daughter. Okay? And then you got the woman that he was dealing with, Kamora Lee. Okay? At the end of the day, after she left him, she went with who? Who do you know she went with?
She went with I Am Free. She went with,
who did she went after that?
She went with the actor, and then after him, she went with the investment banker who was a scammer and a hustler and a
I think it was said that she was messing with Baby too, from Cash Money.
I can buy that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, when she left Russell, she started dabbling down there. But at the end of the day, who cares about her love, whatever she's doing? All I know is ain't none of these dudes broke. I mean, I guess when you a supermodel like she was back in the day, you got your pick of the litter. But at the end of the day, you dealing with the top of the food chain when you're dealing with Russell. If that investment banker hustling money, hustling whatever the hell, stocks and bonds from Russell, and he sued him and got his money back, there's the proof is in the pudding.
Right.
He's been abused. Okay? Russell has been abused, okay? And they're responding and they're dismissing him as if he's crazy.
Yeah, okay, so that's the part I didn't like. So And now this is me as a parent, especially one that have spoiled her kids and got them out of different situations. And then you get to that point where, hold on, you got yourself in a situation. I'm not going to just keep, doing that. I don't look at it as he issued an apology. You didn't, first of all, y'all out here telling your mama happy happy Father's Day. You know what I'm saying? Of course, y'all feel some type of way. He really didn't do a pot shot. He basically saying to the mothers, which I believe should be said at the end of the day, y'all make it hard for us to see tell the kids what's really going on, and that y'all put the kids in the middle of the beefs. I think that I like that he put that out there, and to me that needs to be said, and it need to come from a man and not from a woman to understand that we're not always right when it comes to the things, and we will paint certain pictures to the children because we're upset at the father and. Not only that, I don't look at it like he apologized. You put me on social media. You shared some of the stuff that we was going through, but you didn't put the whole story on why I made it said what I said to you in that way or in that manner. But you're gonna put, my response or how I felt, and then
it was crazy because she was crying and she showed the video, but you can't hear him, so he was losing his damn mind. Okay, and then she's on there crying, explaining why she felt like she showed the video, why she had to show it, because this is what I'm dealing with and all this stuff. And at the end of the day,
you can't be dealing with all that, and it can't be that crazy if you somewhere you need some money and you calling and want money. I mean, that's what really makes me mad. They try to paint certain people as nuts and crazy.
Well, you can't when you're not speaking, though. That's what I keep telling somebody. In your voidness or in your muteness, when you're not talking, somebody can say whatever they want to, and it's almost believable until you speak up. That's why Brother Russell came out and had to say something on Instagram.
And what he said to me really wasn't the only thing he apologized for. If I made you feel that way and you just showed the whole world that, okay, I apologize for it, but we don't know when that happened, how long ago, or whatever.
It don't matter. He just came out on Instagram and tried to clean some of that up. He is not going. It ain't like he a Mason and can't say nothing. He's saying something. Mason's society will tell him. Society will speak for the Mason brother. Like they are the Illuminati. They believe in devil worship. Whatever the hell they be saying, right? The Mason can't say anything. He has to be mute. So he can't say nothing. He can't tell you what they really doing at their meetings and business meetings and stuff like that. But that's neither here nor there. I learned a long time ago, you don't let somebody say anything about you that's not true and just be worried about it. Muted about it and void about it.
Well, you know what? So let's talk about what Candace, since you said that, let's go right into Miss Candace Owens, because what she said is definitely not true, and I'm here for it.
Let's go.
Okay?
Hold on. This is the part of the show where you can turn it off. Okay? This is when we show our Black Pan-African conscious selves. Okay?
We currently conscious over here.
If you didn't see it already, but this is where we about to go in. Let's go.
So Candace Owens says, Juneteenth is ghetto. Candace Owens tweeted that Juneteenth is a made-up ghetto holiday. Takes a deep breath, folds hands in prayer, and whisper, "May the good Lord smite this charlatan with hemorrhoids." Amen.
First off, we do know that our sister, I'm still claiming her as our sister, excuse me, is a little bit, she wants you to believe she's just so different, and our community thinks she's crazy. I don't believe that. I believe Candace Owens is no different than these half-naked rappers that's got to get out there and still rap and do it for money. Instead, she's worse than the naked female strip rappers, the porn star rappers. She's worse because she's exploiting stereotypical stuff and using it against us to make us sound crazy for a check. Okay, she just said Juneteenth was a made-up holiday. Duh.
And then she said a made-up ghetto holiday.
Oh, duh. I'm not ashamed. I'm from the ghetto. Okay, I'm just keeping it a buck. That's where I'm from, and I am also not ashamed. Hell yeah, it's made up. Kwanzaa made up too. we got to make this shit up and celebrate ourselves, okay? It's just recently.
So I don't look at it as being made. It's not made
it's
up.
It's us making it up. It's us.
It's
we made
us
it up.
bringing our culture.
If a white man would have gave it to you, it would have been considered made up. It would have been official. Fuck that, okay? We made it up ourselves.
They just made it a national holiday.
No,
so.
all they did is acknowledge what we were doing. So as she said, if the white man, I'm talking about her, if the white man would have gave it to us, she wouldn't have said it was ghetto made up. We made it up. We celebrate Juneteenth. We've been doing it for years, right? It's just now being commercialized. And she said, oh, it's a ghetto made up. She's not acknowledging whether she know it or not. I don't think she know that we was doing this before some white man said, okay, it's a national holiday. Okay? At the end of the day, it depends on where you're from. Your community was celebrating Juneteenth, and we actually made that up. It's our Liberation Day, not theirs.
Okay, I get what you're saying. I buy that, but I raise you. I look at it as like, and I get made up, and I understand that as far as the thing, but I look at it as its culture and its history and its liberation for us that we're able to celebrate as Africans over here by the way of the slave trade over here in America. And at least we have some culture. To me, it's.
But we made it. We made the celebration up.
I mean, yeah.
I can imagine how that went. They say y'all free, quote unquote. We celebrated right there. Okay, and it's been going and going and going, slowly growing and growing to where they start putting flags on it and stuff like that. And I'm about to go there. Which is crazy to me. See, it's hard to really go against Candace when most people, when Juneteenth come, all the people that throw in these citywide events, they take their black self down and go to the European white government home officials at their downtown office and beg for white money to celebrate in their community at their parks. And then want to say it's a black day. No. You're taking your celebration that you made up, taking it to the white man. Sir, can you please give us a grant so we can party and do a block party? What? Are you kidding me? No, you're supposed to party yourself. I don't give a damn if we're doing it like we do on the 4th. Do it in your backyard. You don't go begging nobody for some money and asking, please, sir, can you give me some money so we can celebrate the freedom y'all gave us? Get the hell out of here. This is crazy. And anybody, I'm going to say it again, anybody that's doing that, I do understand they say, well, if the money there, you got to get it. Not for certain things, though. Not for certain things. It's like you begging somebody to let you party about you celebrating about your day. And then the black girl herself, Candace, get on there and say, this is a made-up ghetto holiday. Okay, right now I'm changing my mind. If you're begging people for money to party and drink and dance and whatever the hell they doing, that is ghetto. Black economics is not ghetto. Begging Europeans for money is ghetto. The same ghetto I witnessed waiting every damn first of the month. I'm Cleveland. Grab your checks and come on. Okay.
That's
ghetto as hell. You know what I'm saying? Not saying it's not us. It is, because I was there. It's the first of the month. Grab your checks.
And you say, cash your checks and come on.
Wake up. Come on, that's my boys. You know what I'm saying? From Cleveland, okay? That's not ghetto. So you still with that mentality, okay? Waiting on your welfare check to come, that you got the nerve to get dressed and go down and march down to your city and ask for some money for you to party so you can drink and dance. Ain't no culture at some of these things, man.
And it should be straight. You should know the history and the culture. What really made me mad, and may the good Lord smite this charlatan with him, was, why is you sitting there telling, these people that it's all right, just come on and start beating them again and doing stuff to them to let them know that they really ain't free. That's
what you get out of that?
That's what I got out of that. You telling and let the Lord smite them. You know what Lord they talking about, the one that they put on their money, that God they trust.
Oh, Lord.
I got a whole...
That ain't what they talking about, but you know what? You never know. When we got sisters like this out here that's fake woke, you never know. But listen, man.
She woke all right, the walking dead.
You better say it. Hey, man, listen. Don't forget, man, this is The Usual Suspects. And you just heard of a lot of usual suspects. Again, this podcast is about the usual suspects that you hear in the headlines. And we do represent the Reporter newspaper, which is a all black publication here in Akron, Ohio. Been in business over 50 years, the Reporter newspaper, right? Sweetheart, take us out of here.
Well, make sure that you like this video, or you don't have to. Share the video. Come on with the comments. Y'all been coming up with some good ones here lately. Until next time, next week, I'm Shar Johnson with the guy, Brother Hiram Akeem.